Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins about to kick it away and get this season started. Coming out with it, it's Murphy. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Madison. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Madison. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Horned Frogs are on the move. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Madison. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He wants to change this route. The snap sets up to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the Bruins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Close to the marker, it's Cantrell. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for space. It's Hess. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the run. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Johnson wants to throw it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Johnson looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Madison. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
And the Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, TCU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Boise State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Florida State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Making side adjustments here. Takes the handoff. It's Hess. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
To the air on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Power football with the run. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, UCLA.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man in the middle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, TCU.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Madison. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
The Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with a pick.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. The sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. He's looking to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
UCLA, 9.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. Now they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, they're after him.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping up the big play.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Slings it downfield. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Johnson wants to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Offense gets set for second down. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Johnson looking to throw. Working that left side now. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Madison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down, he'll throw it. Hard running there. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll try to get it through the air. Gets it to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth. Makes the grab past the marker. Great move. Now he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Third down coming up after the completion. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Johnson looking to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, TCU!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up by 15 over Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Find some fresh air. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle.
UCLA 16.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try the toss to the left. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Looking left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And back to the air on second down. Finds his tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Bring in the heat. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Got some room to run. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.